got a problem. These are the things that I usually pop up on my Instagram stories, and I said, you know what, let's share it on YouTube. I've been talking about how slow the pig activity is here at the ranch. And when I say slow, there's no damage, and I haven't seen them out in the open, and I've been looking at night and I haven't been seeing them. They have been coming to the feeders at random times, but the activity just isn't there. So I've been having to go to other ranches to hunt. Well, I come down here to check cameras and check some trees that we're having to cut. And usually I'll just pass by some pastures and look and see if there's any type of damage. You don't see it. And I came on the backside where it's flooded, and there is a lot of damage. And it's fresh. And I'm talking about less than 24 hours. I haven't seen damage like this in probably 2 or 3 years because I've been putting so much pressure on these animals. So in this video, what I'm going to talk to you guys about is how I'm going to solve this problem. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I'm going to approach them. I'm going to show you guys what kind of damage they're doing. And I'm also going to show you guys where they're coming and going. This really pisses me off because this is some big damage. We take pride in taking care of this ranch, and these pastures are hay pastures, and they have to be smooth, and they have to be taken care of. If you don't take care of them and these hogs just take over, it's going to be almost impossible to bail anything out here during the summertime, and it's a big eyesore. So I'm about to show you guys what's going on. It's really windy. Temperatures are about to drop tonight. We got a cold front rolling in, and right now the winds are coming out of the south, which is really weird. And it is cool out here, but the wind direction is going to change tonight, and the temperatures will plummet. It's going to come out of the north. Right now, we are facing south, and this is north, of course. So, anyways, here's some of the damage. As you can see, it's fresh, real shiny and muddy, tacky. I'm going to say within the last 24 hours they were here, and they came back again over there. I'll show you guys that here in a second. But they're after roots. The roots in these hay pastures are extremely sweet. If you ever get around a hay pasture, just feel free to dig up a little hole or dig up a root and put that root in your mouth and taste it. You'll see it's really sweet, and they love that. They take advantage of the moisture. This has been a wet month for us, man. We got a little bit more damage right over here. It's been a really wet month, and when these pastures are dry, we don't see damage like this because they can't dig. This ground hardens up. This is blacklands here. Look how dark that soil is. When this stuff gets dried up, they can't dig in it. They have to go find somewhere where there's moisture, creek beds, river beds, whatever. That's where they'll be. You can see the little footprints there. And they'll take their snout and they'll go in there with their snout and just start digging. They're looking for those roots. You see some of the roots sticking up right there. That's what they're going after. They'll wall around in it too. This right here is a little bit drier. And they still dig. They still dig up here. It's tacky, but you can see it's a little bit drier up here. And they gave up. They gave up and went down. This is like a little washout, and you can see it's just a lot muddier. And this is where they're going to start digging and walling around. Once they figure this out, they just went crazy. That's a deep one right there. And it sucks because you come down here with some nice piece of equipment. They can be anywhere from 20, 40, 60, 80, $100,000 piece of equipment. You'll wear it out in no time driving around in these rutted up pastures. It's horrible, man. It's horrible. So what I'm going to end up having to do, and then you have to wait for it to dry up. If you try to repair these pastures while it's muddy, you're wasting your time because the pigs are going to come right back and do it again. So whenever it dries up, you come down here with the tractor and you'll back drag. You take the bucket and back drag and do that left, right, back, forward, whatever, and you try to level out as much as possible. This is the worst of it right here. Look at this. Look, you can see old tire tracks from the tractor from some old hog wallers. And look what we're having to deal with now. They found this and figured out it was the lottery and just went nuts and started walling around in it. Digging. This has goes all the way down to my side-by-side. And there's some more right over there. So right now, the situation really isn't looking good for me. If the winds stay out of the south, I can come in from the north, and I can get right on top of them, probably within 10, 15 yards, and just open up on them. Unfortunately, I know that a cold front's coming in. The winds are going to be coming out of the north, and they're going to be right here. So I'm going to get winded. I can't come in from the south. This is all private property, and they don't hunt whatsoever. You can't just jump people's property lines and bust some pigs. So I'm gonna have to take my chances and come in from the north, or try to flank them over here from the west, and hopefully I can bust them that way. But I'm gonna figure it out tonight, and hopefully I can get some footage of that. I'm gonna be using my 7.62 by 39 from PWS. I'm gonna have the Pulsar trail on there from Ultimate Night Vision. Look at that. Look at those tracks. Multiple pigs down here, big and small. So what I'm gonna do, get into Can-Am, and I'm gonna show you guys the fence line, what I'm looking for. When I get on this fence line, I'm gonna start looking for traffic. I'm gonna try to figure out if it's fresh or if it's old. And once you find that fresh track underneath the fence, you already know exactly where they're coming from. And I found it, it's behind me, but it's a flooded spot. So we're gonna use the Can-Am and get over there and show you guys exactly what I'm looking for. All right. Well, I apologize for how long this video is, but I gotta share this, man. This is something that rarely happens out here. We rarely get damage like this. But this is no climb. And I hope I bust their asses on this no climb, because they can't get through it. They're gonna have to run left and right, and it's over. It's game over, man. You can kill a lot of pigs up against no climb. But look, we got some damage right there. Got a little bit right over there. And what I want to do is just show you guys where some traffic is underneath the fence. This is old traffic that I'm fixing to come up on. And I just want to show you guys how I can tell it's old versus the fresh one where they're coming in. We got a trail right there. Check that out. You see that? That's an old trail. You see? There's no traffic down here. There's some leaves laying over that. I don't have any pig hair in the barbed wire. I definitely have some coyote right here. Okay? As you can see where the trail just comes back and forth here. But this is old. I know the pigs aren't coming in from here. So I'm just gonna continue to go down that fence line and look for some more trails. But look, we got some more damage right over here. You know what? Screw walking over there. Look at that. This isn't so bad. These are easy fixes, and most of the time I wouldn't even bother trying to fix this because it'll level itself out over the rain. But this is fresh, guys. Look at this. Look at the roots. Look at this. This is the roots I was talking about. Oh yeah. Look at that. Pig shit. This is a big pig. That is a big pig. Look at that. And I'll be using this tonight too. If you follow my Instagram, you know that I kill a lot of pigs out of this vehicle. And I have a thermal that's mounted on top from Ultimate Night Vision. It's called a Rover. I'll be doing a review on that here pretty soon. I mount it right there. And I have a display right here that's mounted to this ram mount. And I'll drive around and I can control the thermal with this remote and scan areas. So I'll be driving my nods, my night vision, and I will be scanning pastures with that thermal on top. I'll just come through that tree line over there. I'll park it and I'll scan the pastures and figure out where they're at. Versus, you know, picking up the rifle mounted thermal, swinging it all over the place looking for pigs. About to show you guys where they're coming and going. Look at that. I don't have any mud boots on. Let me get up on this drier ground here and I can show you guys a little bit closer. I really don't want to walk around too much here. I don't want to leave my scent. But look at the tracks. Look at that. Look how fresh that is versus the other trail that I was showing you guys. Look at that. Look how they're coming and going out of here. It is a heavy trail. This is the only place they're coming and going. Guys, whenever you find trails like this, don't spit in the area, don't piss in the area, don't drop your cigarette butts. Try to leave a little scent as possible and get out of here, because if you want to bust them, you want them to stay comfortable with what they're doing. Let's get out of here. And then I'm going to show you guys, I mean, I don't know if you guys heard that, but I just hit a bunch of old hog wallers back there. We haven't been able to fix it because this whole corner has been underwater. This is heavily saturated. The Can-Am is doing fine, but if you get a tractor back here trying to fix it, you're going to sink it. I'll pull up over here at this gate and show you guys how I'm going to do this. We got the gate right over here, but I want to show you guys some more damage right here. This is going to, I'm going to have to be really careful about how I come in here, because the only gate that I can come through is right through here. And look, we got more fresh damage. So when I come through that gate, I got to immediately look to my left and make sure there's no pigs here. Look at that. A question I get asked a lot on Instagram: how do you know if you have pigs on the pasture or the activity, blah, blah, blah? Look at this. Look at that cow patty, how it's flipped over. That's one of the first things I look at on the ground, man, is the cow patties. We got cattle out here, and I mean, I meant to show some. These are almost, all of them are almost flipped over. Look at this. Look at that. They're playing right there. Look how that one's all messed up. They like to come in here and just flip these things up. You can see it looks like they just blew up all over the place. They like to flip them up and look for grubs and worms and stuff like that underneath the patties. Here's another one that's flipped over. That was actually laying right here and it just flipped it over. All right, so here's the gate. And you guys can hear, man, it's really windy and we will have a cold front coming through here. So what I'm gonna end up doing is coming through these woods here. I'm probably gonna end up having to park the Can-Am about 50 to 100 yards down this road and just come out right here, okay? The winds are coming out of the south, so you're hearing a lot of that. But when it's coming out in the north, it's gonna be actually pretty quiet because these trees are gonna give me a break. And then I'll just come out right here, and immediately I'll look to my left to make sure there's no pigs, and then I'll start scanning. And you can see the damage over there that was on that high ground. You cannot see the damage down there on the bottom because of that ditch. I'm telling you guys, man, this is gonna be pretty good. I will post a video of the aftermath. Hopefully I can get some good footage on the Pulsar Trail. And there's no volume on that thing yet, but I could do my best to narrate through it or just post up a muted video and show you guys how they went down. If I'm able to bust them. You can't, it's hard to pattern pigs like this, man. You never know if they're gonna bust this pasture or tear up another one, or they'll be completely in the other pasture over there doing their thing. So I got my fingers crossed I can bust them tonight. I love pig activity, but I don't like damage like that. That's not good. I'll keep you guys posted.